prioritize restaurants owned by women or people of color for special loans during COVID-19 were similar to those filed against the United States Department of Agriculture to prevent Black farmers from accessing funds to buy farmland. Today, I know that one of the most powerful things we can do is to fight for policy changes at the state and federal levels. As a business owner, but most importantly as a vocal constituent, I have experience that matters in the rooms where policy is written. My voice, connections, and public platform can help accelerate change in my community. That's something I always knew, but I never quite had the formula down until I attended a training program put on by the Chef Action Network and James Beard Foundation at Tomcat Ranch in California in 2016. It was there I first met Katherine Miller, along with many other chefs from Northern California, including a few who worked just a few miles from my restaurant, but I had never met. At this regional chef boot camp for policy and change, I truly learned that with the right recipe, I could cook up change. During those 3 days, we went through an early version of the A is for Advocacy training contained in this book. We participated in role plays on how to talk to elected officials, toured the farm, and cooked together. I built powerful relationships within the chef and restaurant community. Most importantly, I learned valuable advocacy skills that I still use today. The training also helped expand my appetite for change. I was so locked into fighting for equity and inclusion in the industry, and still am, that I hadn't truly seen how connected our food system is to almost every other aspect of our lives. From who grows our food to who serves it, our individual actions can support or bring down the system that controls us. At the end of that weekend, I started getting more deeply involved with organizations such as No Kid Hungry. Universal school meals are a human right, and we've passed a law that codifies that right in California. Climate change is threatening our very existence. Chefs across the United States are working to raise awareness about regenerative agriculture and healthy soils. Also, in my home state of California, we passed a law to provide new funding for farmers who use more cover crops and climate-friendly growing techniques. Change can take a long time, but I saw how quickly policy can affect our daily lives when, shortly after returning from Tomcat, I joined the campaign to implement a tax on sugary drinks and soda in Oakland. Sugar-laden beverages are proven to contribute to diet-related diseases that disproportionately impact the Black community. We passed our soda tax in 2016, and today it is considered a successful model for improving diets and reducing disease rates in the city. There is nothing easy about these issues, but thanks in part to Katherine's guidance, I can now translate complicated issues around food and make them tangible and actionable for others. It's a skill that I have honed over decades of working in kitchens. It's a skill I share with my fellow chefs. It is also, like all knives, a skill that needs to be regularly sharpened. The work I did with Katherine helped me develop an approach and strategy that worked for me. I feel empowered to impact change in my community. The tips, tools, and tactics from that training stay with me and inform many of the decisions I make about what issues I'm going to take on and exactly how I want to work. I use the advice described throughout this book almost every day. I know you will find it equally useful. I also need to say a word about Katherine. I entered that first training not knowing anything about her. Starting when she was the first vice president of Impact at the James Beard Foundation, Katherine and I have worked together to strategize everything from launching my cookbook to the Farm Bill. After years of traveling the country with her, including to other trainings, and while walking the halls of Congress, I have come to respect her knowledge and experience about advocacy. This book is your chance to tap into her decades of experience crisscrossing food, politics, and policy, and then apply what you learn to your own work. Katherine also lays out some of the most pressing challenges we face as a culinary community and as citizens of the world. The word chef means leader. Too often it has meant being a boss or dictator, not a mentor or champion. That changes now. It's time we're known for more than delicious and precious